So this is the Antigravity A1, the world's first 360 drone. It shoots in 8K, captures everything around it, and works more like a flying 360 camera than a traditional drone. It weighs under 250 grams, which means fewer restrictions and way more freedom to fly, and you can control it using these vision goggles and a motion controller. But what makes this drone different? Well, because it captures everything in 360, you don't have to worry about getting the perfect angle while you're flying. You can choose your shots after the flight is finished. So is this the easiest way to capture incredible drone footage, or just another overhyped gadget that sounds better than it actually is? Let's find out. Hey everyone, Steve here from Learn Online Video, and today we are diving deep into the world of 360 drones. We're going to find out exactly what they're capable of, what their limitations are, and ultimately answer the question, should you buy a 360 drone? Now, full disclosure, Antigravity have sponsored this video and sent over the A1 for me to test out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this thing through its paces, tell you what I like about it, tell you what I don't like about it, and then you can make up your own mind as to whether you think it's any good or not. But before we do that, we need to answer a very important question, and that is, what exactly is a 360 drone? Okay, so to put it simply, a traditional drone has one camera which faces in one direction. You are the camera operator. You have to decide which way that camera points. But if you miss the shot, well, that shot's gone forever. But with a 360 drone like the A1, it is completely different. It has two lenses, one at the top and one at the bottom, and these work together to capture a full 360-degree sphere of everything around it, front, back, above, and below. Think of it more like a traditional 360 camera, except this one can fly. Okay, so this is the drone making it all happen. This is the Antigravity A1. Now, the whole system is built to be intuitive and immersive. So instead of those classic two-stick controllers that you get these vision goggles and a grip motion controller. Now, the drone itself is surprisingly light and small. I was expecting it to be much bigger for some reason, but the whole thing can literally fit in the palm of your hand. Now, like with all 360 cameras, you have to be extra careful to protect the lens because they protrude rather than sit flat like a traditional lens. So any scratch or scuff is going to show up in your footage. So the A1 has these little tiny landing feet that deploy automatically when landing to protect the bottom lens, which I think is a really clever touch. Now, another thing that I really like about this drone is that it offers replacement lenses. So if you were to scratch the lens, you don't have to send it off to be fixed, or even worse, replace the entire drone. And I really like it when brands do this because it saves a whole lot of money and a whole lot of hassle. Now, to fly the drone, you put on these goggles and a little white dot appears on your screen, and you simply just point that dot at where you want to go, pull the trigger, and that is where the drone flies. Now, when I first heard that you fly this drone with goggles and a motion controller, I felt a little bit nervous and intimidated because I've never flown a drone like that before. Typically, that is how you would fly an FPV drone, but this is not an FPV drone. But in all honesty, it's actually much easier to fly a drone this way than it is a traditional drone. You can be way more accurate with where you want to fly, and you don't have to worry about things like panning or tilting the camera because you can add all of those camera movements in the edit. Okay, now the first takeoff is genuinely a wild experience. The world inside the goggles just opens up in this full immersive sphere. And you can physically turn your head to look behind the drone, you can look straight down at the ground. It feels less like flying a drone and more like you've been given the superpower of flight. You can fly and freely move your head to look in any direction without changing the direction of the drone. Now, what you're seeing here is a screen recording from my goggles, so this is what it looks like when you're flying. But in all honesty, this is just one of those things that doesn't translate well to YouTube. It's incredibly hard to describe how it actually feels when you're inside the goggles because it's not just what you see, it's the sensation of actually being there. You really need to experience this yourself to truly understand and appreciate it. Now, for beginners, it's genuinely easy to pick up. This was my first time flying a 360 drone, and within 10 minutes I was flying confidently. Also, the drone has really good obstacle obstacle avoidance. So if it thinks it's going to hit something, it will just automatically stop. So super safe to fly. In fact, I would say it's actually quite hard to crash. There's also clear view mode. So instead of seeing what the drone can see, you can check your surroundings without needing to remove the goggles. The A1 also has manual and automatic camera controls, so you can dial in your settings for a much more professional look. Also, another advantage to shooting in 360 is that you can export with different aspect ratios. You can crop landscape for YouTube or vertical for Instagram. Okay, now this is where 360 drones truly excel. With a traditional drone, your shot is your shot. I mean, you can crop in slightly, but that's about it. But with a 360 drone, you can get multiple shots out of one flight. So take this shot here, for example, of these cars. We could use this shot here facing forward. We could use this clip here facing to the left. We could use this shot here facing to the right. Or how about this shot here facing backwards? We've now got 4 different shots out of that one flight, which massively maximizes your flight time. Now, traditionally, with a traditional drone, that would have taken 4 separate shots, which would have taken 4 times the amount of time to film and used up 4 times the battery. Plus, trying to match the continuity between all 4 of those shots would have been almost impossible. And that is what makes 360 drones so unique. A 360 drone saves you time, and let's face it, if you're doing client work, time is money. But you can have a lot of fun doing it. I'm really lucky that I get to test out a lot of different products on this channel, but I can honestly say that this is one of the most fun filmmaking products that I have tested in a very long time. Now, another feature that makes this drone really fun and easy to fly is the built-in subject tracking. For this, simply draw a box around your subject and the drone will automatically lock on and follow them, keeping them in the center of frame without you needing to manually control the camera movement. If you're filming solo, you can even lock onto yourself for some cinematic B-roll, which is perfect for travel filmmaking, vlogging, or anyone creating content without a camera operator to help. It also has a range of autonomous flight modes, and these are designed to help you capture smooth cinematic shots much more easily. These modes handle the camera movement for you, making shots that would normally be quite difficult for beginners feel incredibly simple. So look, for example, if I select orbit mode, the drone will automatically lock onto my subject and perform a smooth 360-degree movement while maintaining a consistent distance and speed throughout the shot. A huge time saver and makes it much easier to achieve more professional-looking results. Now, beyond just filming, this drone is an incredible way to explore. It has a feature that will let you pre-plan a flight path, so you can fly the drone once manually and then set that flight path, and the drone will then fly that exact same flight path again automatically. This is perfect for letting someone who isn't a pilot, like your kids for example, put on the goggles and safely experience the sensation of flying without any risk. It makes the whole experience more accessible and fun for everyone. Okay, look, so without doubt, this is an incredibly fun and unique drone, but no product is perfect. So let's talk about the pros and the cons, starting with the positives. So first of all, it weighs under 250 grams, which means fewer rules and regulations to have to worry about. A big tick. Now, another thing worth mentioning is battery life. You can get up to 39 minutes of flight time with the Infinity battery, which is great for longer shooting sessions and means less time swapping batteries and more time actually flying. Now, what really sets this drone apart is the goggles. They deliver a truly immersive flying experience that puts you right in the cockpit, and it is one of the key differences that separates it from something like the Avatar 360. The Fly Now, Frame Later workflow is a massive time saver. Yes, there is an additional step involved when it comes to your workflow, reframing your clips in the edit after filming, but personally, I still find this is much quicker than doing multiple flights and trying to capture multiple shots. Now, what really stands out for me with this drone is its ability to capture everything so you never miss the shot. This is particularly useful if you're someone that's new to flying drones. Not only does it make capture capturing what you're looking for easy, but it's also much easier to fly, and the point and go controls are incredibly easy for beginners to learn. Okay, cons. This is the brutal truth. Now, is this product perfect? No, no product is. First, while it does shoot in 8K, you're only using a small slice of that for a normal video. The final image is probably closer to 4K, which still looks great, but will be noticeably different if you're used to flying high-end traditional drones. In bright daylight, it looks great, but this drone will struggle in low light. I'm hoping they can add some kind of pure video mode like what they do with the Insta360 cameras, since this drone was incubated by Insta360. Now, this might be a pro for some and a con for others, but you have to fly this drone with the goggles. There's no option for a traditional controller or flying with your phone, which won't be for everyone. Now, personally, I'm someone who flies both, and I don't have a problem flying with the goggles, but what I will say is that compared to a traditional drone, this can be a bit faffy. You've got the goggles, which need to be connected to the battery. The battery hangs over your neck. You've got a motion controller. All of this needs charging, so there's a few more things that you need to charge and a bit more to set up before you can fly. Definitely not a deal breaker, but worth bearing in mind. Now, again, another thing that could be a pro or a con, depending on your process, is that you need to reframe your shots in the edit, which adds an additional step. Now, for some, this is great because it gives you far more flexibility and more options to work with in the edit, but the editing process is a new skill. While reframing is powerful, it also takes time to learn the software and can be demanding on your computer. It is super lightweight, which of course is great for regulatory restrictions, but it will struggle in wind. This is me flying on a windy day, trying to fly straight into oncoming 25-mile-an-hour winds, and the drone is struggling to even move. Although what I will say is that it is incredibly stable. The stabilization on this drone is probably the best I've ever tested. Okay, in terms of price, you can get the standard bundle for £1,219. That's the drone, goggles, controller, one battery, case, and spare propeller guards. Now, I got the Infinity bundle, which comes with 3 high-capacity batteries, which I would recommend because there's nothing worse than a drone that you can't fly. There are a ton of different bundles that you can get. I will link them all below so that you can check them out for yourself. So, who is this drone for? This is perfect for content creators, solo shooters, and travel filmmakers who value creative flexibility and efficiency above all else. If you want to capture really creative, dynamic shots without a huge crew, if you want to save time flying and capture multiple shots in one flight, and if you're someone that wants to have a lot of fun whilst doing it, then this would be a great choice. This is not for you if you're a pixel peeper chasing the absolute sharpest image quality for high-end client work. It's also not for traditional drone pilots who love that tactile feel of a joystick, or for anyone who simply doesn't want that immersive goggle-based flying experience. So, should you buy a 360 drone? Well, the Antigravity A1 definitely delivers on its promise. It makes capturing complex aerial shots incredibly simple, and it definitely pioneers a new way of thinking about filmmaking. You're trading some raw image quality for an absolute insane amount of creative freedom. If you're the type of creator who values creative shots and flexibility in the edit, if you're someone looking for a flying 360 camera, then this could be exactly what you're looking for. So look, do let me know your thoughts on 360 drones in the comments section below. I will also link the A1 in the video description. But that's it from me. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.